Hi, this is the Martial Arts Business Academy. My name is John Hine and this is video blog 52. And in this episode, it's about, do you feel overwhelmed? Now, if you're a brand new instructor, a solo instructor, and we've all been there to start with obviously, you can get overwhelmed very quickly because you're not just teaching the classes, you're doing the registrations, you're answering phone calls, you're talking to people, you're sending out emails, you're doing the accounts, you're just about doing everything. And you can get overwhelmed. So the most important thing is, as soon as you can afford it, is to get someone, at least on a part-time basis, to do some of the stuff for you. So you can maybe get a service to answer your phone calls when you're really busy doing other stuff during the day. And maybe get someone part-time when you can afford it to do your back office stuff. So it just leaves you to do what you're really good at, which is teaching martial arts. And one of my business mentors in the past, who was a serial entrepreneur, so he had lots of experience and he had literally tens of thousands of people who used to train with him as well in the way he runs his business. And he said the one thing he'd noticed was that guys who work on their own, and when I say guys I mean gals as well obviously, but people who work on their own and they do all the jobs don't earn more than about $70,000 or $80,000 a year, because instead of doing the things that are really going to bring the income up, which is teaching people, like he used to say, the only time you actually make money is when you're meeting the people who are paying your fees. So the more you can spend time on doing what you're good at, teaching, the better. And if you've got at least some assistance, that your class will start to grow, your school will start to grow. But sometimes you can get overwhelmed even when you start running a successful school, simply because you're so used to doing all the stuff yourself, and because, quite honestly, we're just not that organised. And one thing you really notice with really successful people who earn millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions every year, is that they're really ordinary. They're not superhumans in any way, shape or form. They're just very ordinary people who have got a few simple processes and they get work done. That's the important thing, is that you actually get work done. And I belong to groups where you're actually pushed to get stuff done. That you've got to keep reporting back every day on what you're doing and all your successes that you're getting. And people are, just after 30 days, are doing spectacularly because they're getting the work actually done. Quite often we set limits on what we can do. So if you've got lots of work to do that day and you've got a target, a goal, you must get that goal done. Even if you go late into the night, you must get that goal done. And that's the difference between the super successful and the rest of us. Is not because they're incredibly clever, because they get stuff done. And there's two ways you can do this. Set targets for the week. What am I going to do? What are the most important things that are going to get me one step closer to where I want to be? It might be 2 or 3 goals that you've got to do that week. And then split those goals up so that you're doing something every day. And I know of a very successful entrepreneur, marketing expert, and he works really hard. And what he does is says, right, from 9 o'clock in the morning and all the way through the day, each hour has been designated to do something. He's got to meet clients, he's got to teach a class, he's got to deal with prospective business partners, and it's all mapped out, and he sticks to it fastidiously, and he works really hard. And quite often you'll find him working late into the night, just simply so that he can get stuff done. And someone else I know, actually this guy's partner, who is exactly the opposite. He's much more laid back, but he knows that he can't stick to a rigid timetable, but he also knows that he has to get these goals done, these 3-4 things a week that he really must get done. And he goes and does it. So if he wakes up in the morning, he'll go hell for leather and get this stuff done, no matter what. And sometimes he'll start off really late, and it might be like in early afternoon before he decides to start. But then he'll work late into the night. Now for most of us this is probably not a really great idea, especially as in the evening we're usually teaching our classes. But it works, and it's all goal orientated. Why are you doing this? Why does it need to be done? And if it's incredibly important that you want to be this time next year somewhere different, doing something different, earning much more money, giving a greater life to your family and friends, whatever. So what are the 3 goals that you want to achieve this week? Set just 3, not dozens, because we're not going to do dozens. You know that, I know that. So if you set your goals this week, then you tend not to get overwhelmed. Always ask yourself, why am I doing it? If there's a really strong why, then you'll go and do it, and you won't get overwhelmed. Hope that helps. John signing out. You take it easy. Have a great week. Bye.